Grab the shoulder blade or grab the elbow, right? My goal is to get Justin flat to his back. Either way, whether I grab the shoulder blade or the elbow, I pull in, knock him down, and I get my cross face pressure here. Right now, obviously on Tuesday, we did a technique where he posted and framed and I wasn't able to get that. We're not going over that tonight. We get our cross face pressure here. Now, again, my knees are pinched tight on his hip. I don't want to have my knees wide, even though I have a better base, because now Justin has the ability to get a frame in, touch knee to elbow, he recovers position, right? So we're going to keep knees pinched tight on the hip when he tries to get that knee through the frame, right? Even with no pressure here, right? It's very, very difficult. So I'm going to crush pressure in, right? And remember, I'm going to, let's turn this one, windshield wiper my feet out. Like so. Notice how that starts tilting my hip. As I tilt my hip, my head is going to start bowing to the floor. My shoulder pressures into Justin's cheek as I lift my hips nice and high into the air, and I apply shoulder pressure in. My outside leg, windshield wipers, to get my knee through, right? So my knee's through here. Now, we worked on getting this leg free by taking our foot, peeling the leg open, sitting through, pushing the hips back, and then securing side control. What happens if you have someone who's got crazy strong legs, crazy strong hips, a super tight half guard, right? And you're not able to get that leg free. You bring it to the other side. My shin and knee are going to slice right across his abdomen, like so. And see how, even though he still has my ankle, we now have that 3/4 mount position. That's what they call that, right? And now from this situation, take a look. If he holds on, right, I'm going to take my arm. I'm going to spider walk my hand up. The second that I get his arm in front of my head, my arm underneath his head reaches through to his tricep. I'm going to bring my head to the side here. I don't care if I get a head and arm choke here, I'm just looking for a pass. When I get head pressure by his elbow and my arm on his tricep here, try to get your arm free, it's extremely difficult. That allows me to use this hand for base. From here, I take my hand, I base out. I'm going to start shifting my hip to the side. Right, go ahead, keep your knees pinched. Right, I'm going to shift my hip out to the side. Bring my knee right to his hip. I peel, and now I have my pass to mount. We get our underhook. I flatten Justin out. And I get my cross face, right? I'm locking everything tight. My knees pinch to isolate his hip. Once my knees pinch to isolate the hip, I bring my head forward, my feet windshield wiper out. I drive shoulder pressure into his cheekbone as my forehead touches, and I hike that pressure up, 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 up. Windshield wiper, get my knee through, right? I try to push. That's not working. He's got a tight, tight half guard. So I keep this pressure in. I lift the knee up and across, holding the same pressure, right? I take my hand, I spider walk my fingers. Keep your elbow down nice and tight. Tight, 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 tight. Tight. Keep it down. Keep it down. Sweet. Right? I get his tricep. My head comes through. And I keep his elbow pinned with my head. Right? I'm not just leaving my head down. Right? I pressure in. Right? Almost like I'm looking at him. Right? So I have upper tricep and armpit controlled with hand. Elbow controlled with head and neck. Try to move your arm. Try to move your head. He's not going anywhere. That allows me to use this hand for base. I get this hand out. I'm going to start bringing this knee to his hip. Notice how I can now windshield wiper my shin in and use my toes to hook. Keep your knees pinched. I open, slide right through, heels touch behind the tailbone, hips drive in, and then again, we have our mount.